Thank you so much for staying with me through the break. I've got what has become one of my favorite cooking guys. I've got John Besh. He's got a beautiful book called My Family Table. But he's going to give you some inspiration for the holidays, and me too. John Besh, welcome back to the Valder Beebe Show.
Hi, Valder. How are you? How's everything in Dallas today?
It's good, and I'm shameless. I'm looking for help for the holidays.
Amen. Well, you come to the right place.
I know. I've been flipping through your book, and I'm sure a lot of people are like me. We've got these little soirees going on for the holidays, and we want something that's going to really wow people, but we're not going to have such a hard time fixing them. Give us some help, John.
Right. Well, here's a couple quick tips. Holidays, keep it simple. Do as much as you can in advance, and check it out. This is what I love to do. Got my holiday spread here. I use Tabasco to really help elevate the experience and enliven the food, if you will. I always start off with a soup or a stew. I love soups. I love, like, this crab and sausage soup right here is unbelievable. I can make this in advance. I make this in advance, then all I have to do is just reheat it just as my guests are walking in. They walk in from the cold, a couple dashes of Tabasco sauce, a little bit of green onion, and you're in business. They have something immediately they can kind of dig into. Another couple things, think of something that you can do in advance that you don't really have to fuss over. Shrimp. Who doesn't love, like, a great boiled shrimp? So we've got boiled shrimp there. We can have a few pickled vegetables that you serve with it. It's beautiful. You always have to you have a salad. Everybody needs a salad. So you use whatever's in season. Take some great seasonal greens, some roasted pears, a little blue cheese, and some toasted pecans. Now, here's the deal with the salad. I like to use Tabasco pepper jelly, blend it up with just a little touch of vinegar, a little olive oil, so you have something like sweet, sour, spicy, really, really good. You toss that with the greens at the very last minute, and your guests are going to love you. Another something you can do in advance, you talk about, like, making a crab salad. You do this crab salad, keep it in the fridge for a day or so. Then just before the guests get here, cut some avocados in half. Stuff the avocados, lay them out, and you're in business. Then that leaves you with just two main items that you're really worrying about just as the guests are walking in. The pork roast. Pork roast, you've started well in advance. You roasted it in the oven for about 2.5 hours prior to the guests getting there. The guests arrive, they're having a little something, they're eating their soup, they're having hors d'oeuvres, and you drop that, and it's gorgeous, and they're going to love it. Next, you're talking about oysters. Another something that I like to do, think small plates. Just have some small plates out, and guests can nibble on the oysters, they can nibble on the crab avocados, the shrimp, and it's nice to have cocktails with. It's a nice way to gather, and you don't have to think of it as this big, arduous meal that you have to pull all the fancy plateware out of the cupboards for. Just enjoy what you have in a very casual setting, set it up, and make it really user-friendly so people kind of interact, and they can jazz it up with their own dash or two of Tabasco. Think of Tabasco as being your salt and pepper, your go-to condiment.
Those are some great ideas, Chef John Besh. I want to thank you so much for those ideas, and just quick inspiration for my listening audience. You got to come back, because I got to tell you, you got people going to church from your last interview. They told me that.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. And it's really about bringing people together through my family table, bringing them to the family table and enjoying their company. Y'all have fun.
Everybody's got to get a copy of the book, but today, Chef Besh, I'm giving away a copy of My Family Table. I think it's one of the most beautiful books I've had the opportunity to engage with. So if you go to ValderBeebeShow.com, click on Email Valder and put in John Besh, B-E-S-H. I'm giving away the first copy. Thank you so much, Chef Besh. I really appreciate you.
Thanks, Valder. Take good care.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.